Yo, what's going on, guys? So, welcome back to Toxic Talks episode, I believe, number 7. And oh boy, did we have an interesting week. Uh, where do we begin? How about with what's happening with Throne with their Valentines update? Um, it ended up coming out. It was pretty good. Had some skins that I wanted, and I no longer need to buy any more skins because this one is incredibly, incredibly good. However, if you take a look back to Thursday when they released it updates come out every Thursday at like 1:30 where I'm at, and this one was supposed to take 6.5 hours, so it's supposed to be done and completed by 8 o'clock in the morning. So plenty of time for stream at 11. Um, however, by the time I got on, it was not even remotely close to finished. It ended up being finished at 5:30 in the afternoon. And oh boy, is this becoming a habit with Throne and Liberty. However, I'm not surprised, all things considered. I have dealt with it. I know the development team is NCSoft, but starting to realize that anything Amazon Games touches, um, they just make things somehow way worse than it usually is. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but I used to play New World, and New World is an Amazon Games game, and a lot of things didn't go too well on that game. So I'm very used to all the shenanigans, but it's crazy to see that it's still coming over into Throne and Liberty. Now, a lot of people I'd say that, oh, this is typical for MMOs, but um I don't even know if the Korean version of this game dealt with this, let alone I know New World had different kinds of problems that were similar to this. But updates never ever took this long for New World to go live. It took a long time for them to actually make the content and make the events, but the actual updating itself never ever took this long. So a little bit terrifying. But I, it's kind of terrifying to see that video games normal just Valentine's Day patches or like holiday patches they take like 16 hours to get through when it in reality it should take at most like an hour and a half. But I guess this begs the question, and this is sort of something that I guess a lot of I guess gaming companies, at least the core gaming companies, are not realizing, but when back in the glory days of gaming, like 2012 era, there used to be a whole division in these development companies where people got paid to do the testing. So they never had these what we'd call them PTRs, public test realms, or whatever you want to call it. They never had them because if we're being honest, nobody wants to test the game for these developers for free, and it's sort of a cost cutting thing, but um, it is really stupid that these companies are no longer testing these updates themselves and they expect us to just be okay with it as a cost cutting thing when in reality all they would have to do is pay someone $20 an hour and to test these things out and they would make so much more in return. But you know bad business practices lead to bad businesses, and you can see that in the number count. But again, I'm no stranger to this with Amazon Games. They don't have the greatest track record. I think a decent amount of people are seeing it, but basically just 16 hours of just absolute nonsense. Um, not too fun, but we're still going to be playing it. Hopefully they don't fuck it up with Palandre. If they do, that might be the final straw on the camel's back kind of thing, and people might actually like end up stop playing the game. But either way, it's not going to be too bad for us at least. We finally got a release date for Borderlands 4. I think it's September 23rd, so that's awesome. We'll also have GTA coming out. Not that I'm a huge GTA fan, but the story for Rockstar games I usually enjoy. I can't say I like the multiplayer too much. That I don't think they do too well in that regards, but the story itself is pretty good. Um, I'd have to assume that Elder Scrolls 6 will also be coming out shortly, unless they screwed something up with that, but it should be here soon. And then there were some other things. So yeah, we have Night Rain for Elden Ring coming out, which I do want to give that a try. That looks really, really interesting and really, really fun. I do love me my Elden Ring, and that's basically what we're dealing with if they end up screwing up with Throne. But either way, I'm still gonna keep grinding, and hopefully, hopefully, Talandre is very, very nice, and people enjoy it because a lot of people they have a lot of things to complain about, but I think the only thing that really, really matters is the content good, and can they come out with that content in a reasonable fashion. But yeah, that's basically what happened with me with that. Um, Not too fun. However, my parents actually are visiting uh for 2 weeks, which is really, really, really nice. Haven't had the easiest 2025 so far, so seeing them sort of is giving me some relief, allowing me to rest my mind a little bit, and it's good to see them, especially after going through like literally the the day that I left from my holiday vacation. My dog basically just went downhill, and we had to put her down. All that good stuff. It was not a terribly fun experience, and I didn't really I didn't really have my family um, to console. So well, they're here, and while they're here, we had Valentine's Day yesterday, as of the recording of this video. I went out with, it was me, my girlfriend, and both our families. We had a nice dinner, a long dinner, a long, 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 long dinner. I think it was like 3 hours or something, but it was a very, very nice dinner. Um, my girlfriend, she got us, I guess what you would call it, an updated bracelet. You guys know those bracelets that are like one's white and one's black. Um, got an updated one. She got us one of those for the first Valentine's that we were together. But now we got a more new version so that it's not, I guess you would call it, like dirty or worn out or whatever. So there's that. And then she also got me a amazing, amazing t-shirt that um if you guys watch this video, it'll be this I'll be wearing it the stream like before this video comes out. So I don't want to spoil what it is, but if you guys want to go check the VOD on that, it is one of the funniest t-shirts, and so I guess I would say so true. Um Absolutely love it, absolutely love it. And I got her, so what did I get her? I got her a bracelet, I got her some flowers, and I got her a teddy bear, which she absolutely loves. Um and it was just a really, really nice night, and I hope for those who have someone, they had a really good night, and for those who didn't, I hope they had an even better night. Um I know it's hard. My brother, he's going through some stuff right now. He recently broke up. Not recently, maybe like a few months or like a year or something, broke up with his ex, and he's I mean, he's doing fine, but it's like it's never easy going into a holiday of love. Um Basically solo. So I definitely understand. And for those who are in the same boat as him, just know you'll be fine either way. You have people that number one love you as it is. So you have your family, you have your friends, and uh, I know for 100% certainty you'll find someone just for you. And if you don't, well, I know you guys will find peace and happiness being by yourself. So, but either way, that was basically my Valentine's. But uh next, how are things going with Throne and the prep for Talandre? So we ended up doing a couple things for the prep. Like I did a little bit of a test to see how it would go for um how much it would basically cost in Lucent to get certain things upgraded, and is extraordinarily expensive to the point that I think I might only be able to get my main completely done. Um, Either way, what I think the next option is for me is, and I don't want to sort of spoil this because this is going to be a video in and of itself, but um, basically, I'm going to buy old things and try to make, I guess, try to save money through that. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know it. You probably have already done it yourself, but it's going to be a money saver in the end. So there's that. But in terms of like blessing stacking, um, yeah, without intervention, there's no way we're going to be getting there. But I think I don't know if we'll be able to get all of it done, but I think at least when tier 2 gear comes out, we're still going to be doing the blessing stacking way. I just need to figure out if I want to do the levels or whatnot. I don't think I want to spend Solon and growth stones on leveling the gear until like the actual tier 2 gear, but we'll see what happens. Either way, we should be a-okay. And I mean, let's be real, we're definitely ahead of the curve. I've seen so many people like, oh, what do I do? Do I still have to do this? Do I still have to do that? So we still got a decent amount of time for that, but we're basically 2 weeks away. I think when this video comes out, we're basically going to be only logging on to do like daily contracts. We're going to hold off on doing like dungeon runs and all that stuff. We'll probably end up doing trials and whatnot. But in terms of like doing like actual content for Throne, we're basically going to be holding off the final like 4 or 5 days before, so we can save on dungeon tokens for when the actual tier 2 gear comes out. Um, but we'll see how that goes. We're almost there. We're almost there. Um, so close. So close. I know like for a lot of people this is sort of like a very boring time for them, because at least in Throne, because there isn't anything new. They're sort of doing repeating the same old same old. But I'm excited for the future. We'll see what happens. I've seen what happened with New World. I've seen what happened with a lot of things. So I understand it can go either way, but um we'll see what happens. But other than that, I believe that is all it covers this past week. We're like I said, we're almost there to the Talandre, and we get to talk about a ton of the new content. Sort of again, like I said, the same old. But once we get there, I'll have a lot of new background footage from the new areas that I think will be incredibly gorgeous looking. They've like from the Korean, I guess you would call it the Korean trailer for Talandre. Uh, there's so many cool things. There's so many cool things. I hope you guys are as excited as I am, and we'll have a ton to talk about in terms of that. But for now, for the rest of the time I have my parents, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to calm my mind down and prepare for all the craziness that is about to happen with Throne and Liberty. But I'm excited. But again, other than that, that is all I have for you guys. So I hope each and every one of you guys has a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.